Hi, Recovery Girls. It's Lynn. Sorry for this weird angle. I had to try to find a somewhat quiet place in my house, which was a little difficult. We got one in the kitchen making sugar cookies and one doing homework in another room, and it's kind of all open out there, so way more information than you need. But anyway, so I'm back here in my room against my headboard, which is kind of odd. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you something about I was with a group of friends last night, and we were talking about becoming agitated and how we can try to pause and challenge each other to pause before we react, which is, I think, a really great topic for us in recovery, because so many of the things that we do tend to be reactionary, whether we are dealing with an alcoholic or an addict, or whether we ourselves are the alcoholic or addict. We get agitated and we tend to become reactionary. And I tend to be very impulsive. So I can react without thinking. And that usually, if it's something I'm irritated about, does not go well. So I was thinking about what things make me agitated to begin with. And I had a situation this week where I told my son not to do something, and he did it anyway. And the results were, they weren't catastrophic, but they just didn't turn out well. And I was so annoyed, and I was really just irritable for a couple hours afterwards. And I thought, why is this bothering me so much? And what it boiled down to was that he just didn't listen to me. And I don't like when people don't listen to me. And so I started digging a little deeper. Why does that bother me? And I think what it boils down to is a sense of pride. And when someone doesn't listen to me, especially my kids, but they're supposed to, right? We're trying to teach them how to live productive, responsible lives. But I mean, just in general, if I suggest something and somebody doesn't take that suggestion, or something doesn't go my way, it usually boils down to what does it affect? It affects my pride. And so that led me to think of, what do I need to do when I'm feeling prideful and agitated, and what would be some of the tools of recovery I could use. And one of them would be just meditating, being quiet and meditating. I went to a meeting the other night where the first 5 minutes were just meditation and prayer. Let me tell you, it was hard for me to sit quiet for 5 minutes. And I do that in the morning sometimes, but I tell you, it was just not easy to sit there in a meeting with all these other people and just to be quiet and still. I kept thinking, when is this going to be over? When are we going to move on? And so on. But I'm getting off topic. Basically, I just had to come back to reasons I get agitated are when things don't go my way, which affects my pride. What are the tools to use against that? It would be prayer and meditation. It would also be to go to more meetings, to be with recovery people. I recently got a sponsor I'm super excited about. And so talking to her, just working through that, and kind of getting outside of myself, being of service to others. Those are all tools we can use when we get agitated. But for me, I think the biggest thing is that it comes back to, where am I spiritually? And so prayer and meditation would and should be at the top of my list. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was a really great topic that we were talking about. And it was really applicable to our life in recovery. So with that, I hope you will turn your life and your will over the care of God, and then watch for the miracles.